Wow, this movie was okay. All right. Not perfect, but all right. Hello, you guys. I'm the Hero 75 here, and today I'm going to review A Wrinkle in Time, a film that I just saw today at AMC theaters in my local AMC theaters in Chula Vista, and this movie. Well, let's start with the basics. I mean, I wasn't too disappointed by this movie, and you could tell by the thumbnail that I put on here that this movie was okay. It wasn't boring or anything like that. It wasn't monotonous. It wasn't terrible. But the visuals are so good in this movie. They're not perfect like any other visuals, like Avatar or Thor Ragnarok or Life of Pi or some of the greatest visual effects ever made. Sorry, guys, I was eating some popcorn downstairs, so ignore that chewing and all that kind of stuff. But the movie was okay. It was not for me because I'm an adult, but it was okay. It was cute, charming. It had a lot of message that I think kids will kind of get into in the whole process of the movie. The movie is basically just this young girl played by Stormy Reed. I think that's her name, Stormy Reed, as she lives the events, as she mourns the loss of her father because everybody thinks her father is dead, and her father just disappeared basically, and she's basically coping with that. Everybody's teasing her at school, and then this girl, who I think I saw her in Girl Meets World from Disney Channel, and she was there teasing her, and then she gets in a fight with her. This is spoiler for anybody that's seen the movie, but just want to let you know. And then she comes home and she hangs out with her smart little brother, Charles, and I forget his last name, Wallace or something like that, Charles Wallace. And of course, he's just wow. I mean, just wow. I mean, that little kid is not Jake Lloyd performance bad. It is just like they just made his character look like he was a real genius, but then he felt like that he was just manipulated as a genius, basically by the own massive power of this. This movie is basically just it went on too quick. I really wanted was a good pacing film. This film kept on going and going and going and going and going, and I wanted to stop and focus on characters. Particularly when we saw the misses, Reese Witherspoon, the What's-It, the Who, Mindy King, and Oprah Winfrey, the Witch. And I have to tell you, Oprah Winfrey is really good at movies, so don't judge her. So obey my opinion because this is my opinion, and you can feel the disagree. But Oprah Winfrey is amazing in this movie, amazing. I had nothing to her credit. I think she's a really good inspirator to young kids. The Stormy Reed, who plays Meg in the film, is really good. I actually really hope she does more projects like this and really just gives information for young kids and all that kind of stuff. The visuals are really good, stunning as ever. I mean, beautiful. I mean, it's not as beautiful, it's not as awful as any other visuals is, but it's just stunning. There are some fake effects, and some fake effects meaning that there's this one part in the movie. Spoiler. I'm gonna give you a fair warning. Spoiler. There is a one part in the film where they go and meet the It, Meg and Charles, and they go meet the It. When they're in the It's place, it felt like it was fake visual effects. It didn't really feel like you were actually transported in that world. It didn't really look interesting or intriguing, in my opinion. But the message that they brought into this movie was just changed like like that. I mean, it was about time and space and all that kind of stuff. And then it just jumps into like family values and remembering who is important in life instead of that, because the main focus of the book was basically about science and how we can wrinkle time, and it doesn't really do anything but just talk about family. And that's what mostly this film is all about. There are some problems with you know, the pacing. The pacing was really fast. I really wanted to slow it down and try to get into the characters. Reese Witherspoon's really cool. Characters really, out of place and everything. So it's just that Mindy Keene's character is basically strange and weird. She's always quoting things, and Oprah Winfrey is so good. Every film she's in, she is just amazing. But I got to give props for the costume design. The costume design is really good. I hope the Academy Awards for next year bring this film to the Academy Awards, because the costume designs are really good and really innovative. But let's talk about the performances, these child actors. Let's talk about the young kid who plays Charles. He is not that great. He doesn't give it a performance like Jake Lloyd did in The Phantom Menace of Star Wars. He didn't give that performance where he was just very annoying every time he kept saying whip, yippee or yays or woohoos. No, he was just annoying because his character changes from being just, a caring, loving younger brother to Stormy Reed's character Meg, and then once they get into the its place, he kind of goes and basically, how should I explain it? He goes and he pretends to be something he really isn't, and he becomes smart for his own doings, and the it basically just um, takes him as his puppet and makes him very smart and kind of teases Meg in that sense and really makes his character very underwhelming. And I hope they fix that and learn from the mistakes. The director is really good with this film, but I like her doing smaller films like Selma. I have not seen that movie, but I heard that movie was so good and she did a great job with that movie. But I like her to do smaller films instead of big budget films like this one that has to be adapted by a book. I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm a biggest fan of book adaptations. The book adaptations are really something that just is a thing now. It's not like, okay, video game movies where everybody's just going, oh yeah, 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 video game movies. Don't do a video game. Don't do a movie based on a video game, because then you're gonna get people to hate it. No, I mean, I like that they're tackling different books and different genres, but that's just it. And this film is gorgeous, beautiful. The costume designs are really good. Oprah's good. Reese is okay. Mindy Keene's okay. Stormy Reed, the girl who plays Meg, is okay. Everything in this movie is just okay. It's not bad. It's not going to ruin your life. It doesn't really, it's not going. It's not going to. You're not going to feel like very disappointed by the movie. You're just going to enjoy it. You may have some conflicting nitpicks for the movie, but that's just it. And that's really about it. Is it for me? This movie isn't for me, but it did. It did transport me to a very fantasy-like Disney place that I will experience for the rest of my life with Disney live-action films, because a lot of Disney live-action films are not works of art that much. They're just there and they have great visuals to surprise us, but it's not really that great. I mean, the movie is okay. I won't say it's the greatest film you can go see this weekend. Try to see Black Panther yet again, because that movie is still awesome. It's still good. But this one, I really wasn't into it. My mom was into it the most than I was. I wasn't waiting for the movie to end. I was just intrigued by the visuals and the connections the kid actors had. I like the kid actors. I just think that the guy who plays Charles needed to be written better. But that's just his character, and that's just it. Chris Pine, on the other hand, is just a character that they just put that as in the story that gets lost, and he's basically just lost, and he can't find his way to get back. He basically just wanted to just touch the world, and that's all he wanted to do in the movie. And he was just there, and he was like the breaking point for for Stormy Reed's character Meg to basically go and be a warrior and be a warrior princess, and basically be a warrior and be a warrior herself, and be confident enough that she could do these things on her own. And that's what's great about her characters, that her character's going to be an inspiration to all younger kids, how they feel and how they, should take the courage to do things that they normally don't do, and that's just what the beauty of this film has to offer. I will recommend this film to anybody who likes the books. I know there's a lot of people that like the books better than this movie, but if you like the book and you like this movie, I'm fine. I'm totally fine with your opinion. You can hate me in the comments saying that why did you not like this movie and all that kind of stuff, but the film is okay. It's not the greatest, it's not spectacular, but it's just fine. I mean, I won't see it again, but if somebody was to take me again, I would definitely want to see it for another time that somebody really wants to see it, and I'll just see it again just for the heck of it, just because I like that person and I want to see it with them. But if I was going to go see it with a total stranger and they brought me and the kid wanted to go see it, I would not see it again. But that's fine. I mean, that's totally good about it. The film is okay. That's all I'm going to say. It's okay. So that is my little review of A Wrinkle in Time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.